version of our K-set, our scarf hold. What we'll do, a lot of ways to get this. I mean, we've already covered 3 different ways that this could be set up. The basic principles of this technique are always the same, very interchangeable. I'm just showing a few variations that I like. Here, I'm going to reach under and get a grip. Now what I got to do is I got to make this transition smooth, because this arm that he's got back here is going to be working. So what I'm going to do is same side, left hand slips in, gets a pinch. I'll cup this arm. Now at this point, he's wondering, what am I going to attack? Especially when I step up. So when I make this movement, I've got to roll him in so that he's getting a little curvature in the spine so he doesn't have a base, and I've got to drive. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up and step over. Boom. And lay into it. Boom. Put him to sleep. Alright. Good. Another variation of rolling, very similar to one of the other ones I showed. But just to kind of get your mind thinking about this technique, again, I'm showing these pretty big. The motion is big so that you can see what's going on. But grip, here, vine, the arm, and now some guys roll with their knee on the back side of the body. I don't like that. I like to bring this over and roll through. Jigoku here, and then I'll usually make my adjustment. Now, let's say this is a little cockeye. It's not quite right. He can kind of pull out of it, sit up. So he starts to sit up. Because this hook is here on this arm on the inside, all I'm going to do is pull it in and extend my back. And as long as it's on the elbow, as I extend my back, I break the strength. And now I slip that hand behind his head. Here and here. So there's a little looseness in this Jigoku Shime. It didn't work. But I've got this. So now I make a motion away and flex, and that tightens this up and stretches him out. And now this just rolls into the center of my body. Here, nothing. He's got a little pressure, not much. Now as I turn, you'll notice that elbow is coming with this left hip. Boom, back in. Or, bang, back over the top for another Jigoku. In the first variety I learned. This is a little deceiving because of the angle of my leg. If I was trying to take a Sports Illustrated cover, I'd try to get this straightened out a little bit more. But the reality is that you usually can't. So when I get this foot up here, I'm placing it deep and gentle against his chest so that I'm not pushing on the top of his head. I'm pushing on the side of his neck, and it's just adding a little point of pressure. One more time. Bang, and then I'll usually grip. Some guys grip, I usually grip right here. Roll, it's a little loose. Go into a kata Jime, still a little loose. And go over for a Jigoku. 1, 2, 3, chokes right away. The kata Jime and the Jigoku, the single wing choke and the Jigoku work really well. So let me just talk real quickly about that single wing. Just have a seat here, Magnus. So the single wing, when it's done, it's often done incorrectly. And people get this up and they press on the front of the head. It's not at all what you want. This is just a weave. So I always think of bringing it back and then just sliding it. And what I try to do is put no forward pressure on his head, which is almost impossible. But when I try to, and then snake around. So I'm getting a ring motion. Secondly, I don't attack it in here. I always see people fight it here. What I want to do is when we're out here, like if I've got a one-on-one, I want to attack the elbow and get it in. So it's here. It's not here. It would be there. It pulls out. Right? So he's in here tight. Boom! I straighten it out, and put the choke in, leaving this kind of soft legs. The real point on strangling of any sort is subtlety. Anytime a guy feels a lot of aggressive pressure at their neck, and I mean banging around, sliding through hard, they're going to defend, especially on the windpipe. So we want to be sure that anytime we're getting a strangle, no matter what strangle it is, Jigoku again, right? No matter what strangle it is, it gets caught in there nice and soft and subtle, so that there's not a lot of, I just always refer to it as banging around. The minute a guy starts feeling that pressure on the sides of the head, the jaw, the front of the throat, they're going to defend, and they're going to defend aggressively. So in order to do a good strangle, we want to get it in kind of nice and gentle, soft, and then rely on our hips and our body weight to make the motion, whether it's a drop back or drop in. Always think about the angle of attack. Where's the artery? How the neck's designed. Where's the artery and where's the angle that you have to be spinning in order to get it? So, again, Hell Strangle is one of my personal favorites. I have a whole lot of variations on it. Same side grips, cross grips, leg press, no leg press, arm twines, no arm twines. Where I'm grabbing, whether it be on my offside, whether it be the sleeve, the belt, the pant leg, wrapping, hooking under and not gripping cloth, the leg, the arm, whatever. The main thing is to play with it, play with these principles, kind of dissect it and find out what fits your body the best. But it's a great strangle, it's underutilized, and I've beat a lot of people with it. So it's definitely one of the ones that you like to use. Also, as Matt said, it's a sexy strangle, so it gets attention. So cool.